We often come across victims of romance scams who are dead set on finding the man in the stolen photo. Keep in mind, it's not unusual for scammers to use, say, stolen military photos, and they are often 10, 15, or even 20 years old. Many photos that are stolen and used by scammers are photos taken from the early invasion of Afghanistan, 2001 to 2003. The men in these photos are a lot older now, likely married with children or retired. We've even seen scammers who have gotten a hold of photos from the 1991 invasion of Iraq and tried to pass those photos off as modern-day photos, when in reality a lot of those photos were taken in 1990, 91, and 92. When you have this obsession with finding the real man in the photo, keep in mind a few things. The photos could be 20 plus years old. The man will look quite different now than the photo that you have. The man in the photo might not even be alive. It's very common for scammers to use photos of, say, fallen soldiers or people that are deceased and create a whole storyline using a deceased person's photo. The man might likely be married with children and doesn't want to be bothered. Many of these men in the stolen photos, especially military photos, are happily married men who have children and might even have grandchildren. They don't want you to contact them. You are more likely to run into more fake profiles using the stolen photos than the real man themselves. And those fake profiles will claim to be the real man. They will then romance you and try to scam you. The reality is, the real men in these stolen photos generally don't want to be bothered. And you are likely one out of 1,000 women who have messaged him and make him aware his photos are stolen, or have messaged him to tell him that you're in love with him and you want to know why he has taken your money. The men in these photos are innocent victims of photo theft, nothing more. They're not involved in the scam, and they've not scammed you or spoken to you. The men can do nothing about scammers using their pictures. The reality of it is, once a photo is stolen, it goes viral in the scammer world. For example, a stolen photo of a military man might be passed around to 500 scammers or more from 5 different countries, and they all use the same photo, make up a new name, and a new story. Digital photos that are stolen can't be retrieved. The men in these stolen photos can do nothing to stop scammers from stealing their photos other than reporting fake profiles as they see them, but that doesn't stop a scammer. Finally, keep in mind that the man doesn't know you. The men in these stolen photos don't want to know you. They don't know who you are. They've never spoken to you. They've never shared intimate moments with you. They're not in love with you because simply they don't know who you are. Many men and women find the people in the stolen photos and then throw themselves at the stolen photo and the person, saying, "We've talked, I'm in love with your photo, let's get married." In reality, it scares off victims of photo theft because they don't know who you are, they weren't looking for love, they don't know you, and they don't want to talk to you. As hard as it is to accept, the best course of action for yourself and for the victims of the stolen photos is to simply move on with your life. Leave the man or woman in the stolen picture alone. Don't go on a quest to find them. They are victims just like yourself. It's a few things to keep in mind when you do find out that you've been talking to a fake profile. Don't waste your time, your energy, or your heart trying to find a ghost in a stolen photo so you think that person might come to you and want to marry you. As we said, the reality is the person doesn't know you, and a lot of them do not like to be bothered. Move forward with your life and no longer let the scammer control you or control your mind. You're wasting your time trying to find the man in the photo. He doesn't want to know you.